Like Uganda, Kenya has a wide range of wildlife and majority is located outside the gazetted government-protected areas. To ensure that the wildlife is safe, conservationists are promoting community conservancies. Joyce Mbataru is the communications manager of the Kenya Wildlife Conservancies Association.
Community-led conservation in Kenya is fairly new. It's a new model of conservation, about 30 years since its existence, and not so many Kenyans are aware about what it is and how it works.
According to the association, there are 238 conservancies registered, ranging from community conservancies, group conservancies, to private conservancies, among others. The 238 conservancies cover land measuring 9 million hectares, which is 16% of the land mass under conservancies. These conservancies are distributed in 29 counties. With 65% of Kenya's wildlife living in community and private lands, conservancies provide connected landscapes that complement national parks and reserves while enabling communities to benefit from wildlife management and in turn be at the heart of championing conservation efforts. In Kenya, 90% of the global population of Gravy's zebras, 90% of the world's Hirola antelope population, and 45% of black rhino population are found in conservancies.
So what the community conservation did is that it registered the land in between the national park and the game reserve to become like a national park, but owned by the community and managed by the community. And the community can benefit from the wildlife, it can benefit from the trees and the forest, it can benefit from the soil, but as an organized entity.
In Kenya today, conservancies are recognized under the Wildlife Act 2013, making them an attractive land use option for communities and landowners.
If you're a community member and you're sleeping hungry, why would you listen to anybody telling you to conserve land? Does it matter to you? But the community conservancy model, the idea is to organize the community, first of all. Once they are organized, they now can negotiate with the national government, they can negotiate with the county government, they can negotiate with any partner that wants to work in the landscape. And so it gives the community a voice.
So conservancies are complementing government in issues of biodiversity. Conservancies are also creating buffer zones for protected areas. Conservancies are also promoting dispersal areas. Conservancies are also promoting issues of security for our wildlife, and at the same time are also giving an opportunity for community to participate and benefit from wildlife.
The 28-member association says the conservancies have had a great impact not only to the communities but to the country's general economy.
In this landscape of Laikipia, conservancies are contributing 6.1 billion to the economy, employing to about 4,700 people.
Collaboration between government and private players in Kenya is not just about protection of wildlife. Natural resources like forests are also being conserved through this approach.
The forest is a government public gazetted forest, but it is co-managed by a composition of community members and the government representatives. That's the Kenya Forest Service. In any sustainable development, people come first, because people are the decision makers.
As Uganda works towards developing its wildlife conservancy movement, the managers of conservancies in Kenya give tips on how to succeed in this approach.
For the community conservancies to succeed, there has to be political goodwill from the national government. And there has to be also good political goodwill in the local authorities and local governments.
Wildlife ownership, management, or maybe control should be given to communities so that communities own it and manage it for the interest of our future generation. Strengthen the community participation in wildlife conservation, strengthen incentives to communities, strengthen the benefit that go to the community so that they can be able to see the importance of this wildlife.
The good life you are fighting for the people to get goes to the people, not the ecology, not the economy. So people come first.
Community conservancies are a big thing here in Kenya. Conservationists believe that it's the only sustainable way to conserve wildlife in the East African countries, given the fact that majority of this wildlife is outside protected areas. Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.